guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I have a foundation review slash demo for you. I haven't switched up my foundation routine in a long time, but recently I heard Jaclyn Hill talk about the L'Oreal Lumi Touch foundation. I think that's what it's called. And she has very similar skin to mine, like the most similar YouTuber skin that I've found. She has very dry skin, very sensitive skin, and she gets a lot of texture, which is exactly what my skin does. I get these little like white bumps on my skin, and so usually what she likes I tend to like a lot as well. So I followed her recommendation and picked it up, and I must say that I really do like it. My skin this year has been at its driest that it's been in quite a long time. That being said, bear with me because the videos that you're going to see for the rest of the winter, I'm not going to have any lip color on right now. I just have like a lip balm because my skin has been dry and my lips have been cracking and bleeding, so I can't put any lip products that look horrible on my lips and they dry them out even more, so sticking a lip balm for the rest of the winter. But sure enough, I purchased the foundation. That often is an issue with trying to find foundations, especially at the drugstore, but L'Oreal, that's why I went towards their line because they had so many colors, and you guys know I'm W1 porcelain in their True Blend line, and I absolutely love that foundation, and that color is perfect for me. Now this one, I was looking at the display and they had, I think it was like maybe around 6 shades to choose from, and there wasn't anything fair enough for me. Now these weren't like open so I could swatch them at the store. I just went with the fairest one that they had, which was W2, and W2 it's light ivory, and I mean this is light ivory, so like it looks a little darker here than it does. Like when you put it on at first you're like whoa, but it does dry a little bit lighter, which is great because if not, I wouldn't be able to wear this. And I think the only reason I'm making it work now, and hopefully I don't look back at this footage and say it looked really dark, but because I do have a very, like my neck is much wider than my face, and like right now I can tell it is a lot. But if you look at like my body, because I've been to Florida recently, like my face and my body do match right now. I always have the problem with my neck being lighter. I did take it down the neck, it's just a thing. So I wore it in this video so that you guys could see, but I think this is a foundation that I would have to wear like more like in the spring, beginning of summer, when I'm starting to get some color to my skin, which is a really big shame because the formula is so great for the winter because it's so hydrating and it doesn't cling to dry patches, doesn't break apart on dry skin. So I'm really disappointed in that aspect. If I have one complaint, it's definitely that one, because within a few weeks when I start to lose my color, even the tiniest bit, even now, like when I first got this, it worked much better than it does now. I'm starting to lose my color and soon I won't be able to wear it, which makes me really sad because I really do love it. So if you fall in that like middle skin tone range, you'll probably be able to find a color. I mean, there's not that many colors like in terms of undertone and all that, but I guess we can't blame them because most companies have that problem to begin with, and this is kind of just an extension to their already existing line of foundations, and they just brought it out. So hopefully if they see this as a very like good selling foundation, they'll add a few colors in. I know Too Faced did that with their Born This Way foundation. Their lightest shade was really dark, and now they've just added 2 lighter shades. So still trying to get my hands on those. They've been sold out online for a while, and I'm hoping that I'm going to be able to use that one in the winter since this one's too dark for me, and then start to use this one come like summertime, because dewy skin's up like in now, and like even in the summer it would look beautiful. And I must say so far I'm very pleased with it. It's it's a luminous foundation, which you would kind of guess by the name. So I would say if you are oily, this foundation is not for you. I see it very like slip and slidey on people that have oily skin already. So you probably saw in the demo that when I applied this, it was very almost looking oily on me, which I mean, I don't have oily skin at all. So once it does dry, it does kind of settle down in terms of like the glowiness to it. And I do set, you know, the parts of my face with the powder just to like tone it down just a tiny little bit, but it is very beautiful on its own. I would say if you have oily skin, it's not for you. For anyone who has dry skin, you will probably really love this. And I usually use my L'Oreal True Match Blendable Makeup Foundation, and I've never really had problems with it in the past, but this winter my skin has been so dry that it does crack up and break on my forehead and around my nose, and it looks really bad. I don't have a problem with my makeup moving or going anywhere. It stays there, but it just looks horrible on the skin. So this one I've not had this issue with. It looks really good still at the end of the day, and I think it's because it's such a luminous foundation. Now that being said, it's definitely not the highest coverage foundation. If you're looking for coverage, I would not say like this is full coverage at all. It does apply really well. It has a nice coverage and it does make your skin look very flawless and radiant, but it's not going to cover all the imperfections. It's kind of just going to add a tiny little bit of like fixing your color. And so last week and the weeks before, when I got my hands on this and started using it, my skin was like in the best state that it's been in months, because I've been really good with my skincare and my Clarisonic, and so it looked really great on my skin. I didn't really need to do anything at all. Like, it just sat really beautifully. This week, however, you'll see like when I applied my foundation that I do have a few little breakouts here and there, like hormonal breakouts on the chin, the usual thing that I get every once in a while. So you'll see that. From far away, it probably looks fine. From close up, you can still see it. You can still see the redness. You can still see that they're there. It doesn't cover like a full coverage foundation, so I wouldn't expect it to. So on weeks where my skin's looking great, I really love this. And maybe on a day like today, I would prefer something a tiny bit with a tiny bit more coverage, but you can also work with that with your concealer. There's different ways to play with it. So overall, I really love this foundation. I think it's great for people with dry skin. I would definitely give it a shot. I've been loving it so far. I have one complaint about this foundation. It's the color selection. Now, I know we can expect, I mean, L'Oreal in general has an amazing color selection. Their True Match line has more colors than most foundation ranges ever do, especially for drugstore. And so that's how I was able to find my color, because a lot of makeup lines don't cater to very extremely porcelain fair skin like myself, or very deeper, like much deeper skin tones. Like they kind of like leave out the end of the spectrums and like cater more to the middle ground. Those are my thoughts on the L'Oreal True Match Lumi Cushion Foundation. It's a really great, innovative little, like, I mean, the packaging is a little bit bulky if you guys wanted me to talk about packaging, but because it's like a spongy thing where you like put either a brush or a sponge, I like to use my beauty blender into it. It does do a good job at like not putting too much product onto your, it kind of filters it well. So I really do like it. I think it's different and innovative, and it applies really well. So I definitely don't mind the packaging, and I like that it's different to your typical liquid foundation. That was never a problem for me. My only issue truly is the color, but if you guys find a color that matches you and you do have skin on the normal to drier side that's relatively clear, I think you would really like this foundation. So let me know if any of you guys have tried it. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think, what you love about it, what you might not like so much. Did you find your color? Really hope L'Oreal comes out with another color. So, oh, I don't even know if I mentioned, this one's W2, light ivory. So usually I'm W1, and just that step up makes a really big difference on someone who has fair skin like me. So those are my thoughts. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you found the demo useful as well. That's kind of like my current foundation routine, what I've been doing. In case you haven't noticed, I haven't filmed in a long while, and I really don't know what I'm doing anymore. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye!